Hi there, Richard here from Hola Prime. And we've noticed that you unfortunately breached your maximum overall loss limit rule in your account and that you unfortunately have to start over with a new challenge. Now, although this can be very frustrating, it is a common mistake that a lot of traders make. And it's generally got to do with trading with too many lots, meaning that they take on too much risk on any given trade. Now, I'm going to be showing you very shortly on the MatchTrader platform, the platform that you are using, how you can actually use the built-in risk calculation feature to appropriately decide on how much lots you should use per any given trade. Now, you probably heard many traders say never risk between more than 1%, or 2% per trade. Some traders even risk less than that, like 0.5%. And they do that for a reason, just so that you don't breach this maximum overall loss limit, especially when it comes to prop trading challenges very easily. It's got to take quite a lot of trades for you actually to get to that maximum overall loss limit. Another one of the biggest mistakes that traders make is they don't even trade with a stop loss. So let's say there's economic news event, something goes wrong, market spikes against you, you were trading with too many lots in the first place, and very easily you can breach that 6%, 5%, or 8%, depending on which of the challenges you've taken, and thereby breaching your maximum overall loss limit rule. All right. So the other thing is you can very easily also reach that in over a few successive trades, even if you don't reach that maximum overall loss limit to one trade. Again, trading with too bigger of a position sizing or with too many lots, and you're just opening yourself up to risk and actually breaching these overall loss limit rules very, very quickly. Right, we're going to jump over to the MatchTrader platform right now, and I'll show you how to use the risk management feature. All right, as you can see here, I've got the MatchTrader, or the MTR platform as it's also known, open here. And I've got a Euro US dollar chart loaded, and it's set on a 5-minute time frame. Could be any market in any time frame. All right, now to decide on the correct uh, position sizing or the right amount of lots that you should be using for any given trade, let's assume you're trading with a $25,000 account. Actually, the MatchTrader platform refers to lot sizing as volume. It's actually the same thing, all right? So the two words are interchangeable, all right? To quickly show you what I mean by this, the first thing you obviously want to do if you want to open a trade, and let's say again, this is on the Euro US dollar, you can either click one of these buttons, buy or sell, or create a new order. I'm just going to be using a market order as an example, just to quickly show you how to use the risk calculation feature. Now, the first thing you obviously always want to do is trade with a stop loss. Never trade without one. So as soon as you open your order book and let's say you decided you wanted to buy, before clicking the actual buy button, you've got to go to fill in all of these empty fields here. Now, the first thing you want to do is click on your stop loss. A line will appear on your chart, and you can then drag this according to where you want to place your stop loss. And since we are, and with this example, using market order, if I hit now the buy button, I'll get right into the market and I'll have a stop loss around about this level that I've pulled it towards. All right. Yeah, let's say below this little swing over here. Now, very quickly, you'll see that with the default volume that's already been filled in this volume box on the top side, I'll only risk $1.56 of my $25,000 account if price should move against me and take out my stop loss. Now, obviously, that's too little of a position sizing to want to trade with, considering that you have to pay commission and all that sort of stuff. Let's say you wanted to risk 1% of your total equity on that trade. It'll be $250. So all you need to do is come here to where it says volume, and you'll have to increase that. All right, so let's say 10 volume would mean that I risk $1,760. So that's way too much. If I were to reduce that to, let's say, 2, it will also tell you the required margin of your account and the value that you'll risk. If price again comes to this level where your stop loss set that you decided on, again, that's too much. Right, so what if we do 1 there? Now you're risking $200. So that's slightly less than 1% of your account. You see what I'm doing here? I can either click on these buttons here and actually go increase that, and you'll see that the value increases here. The minus here tells you that's the amount you will be losing. So we continuously move up a little bit, getting very close to that $250 value, which is 1% of a $25,000 account, right? So it's still very close, almost there. And there we have it. All right, let's say 1.28 in volume. If I risk that for opening a market order, depending on where I enter and where I place my stop loss, I'll only be risking a certain amount of percentage-wise of my account. Now, let's say you kept it on that volume, but you decided to widen your stop loss. Now, all of a sudden, you would risk $445, right? That's almost 2% of your accounts, less than that, but almost 2%. Now, imagine if you make three mistakes like that and your maximum overall loss limit 6%, and you have three trades that goes against you, then you would have breached your maximum overall loss limit rule. So even if you draw your stop loss away, you can decide where you want to put it. That gives you that flexibility, but make sure then that in this case scenario, then go and reduce your lot sizes. All right. So here you can, let's say 0.5 would be $170. That's almost 0.5%. So you can decide by manipulating the volume or the lot size up and down, depending on where you enter and where you place your stop loss. You've got the freedom to play your stop loss wherever you want to, according to your strategy, but make sure that you don't just go and trade with always the same lot size. You need to change that. So you only risk the percentage or half percentage of that account that fits according to your risk profile. Right, the longer you stay in the game, the more chances you have of being successful and actually passing one of these challenges. So please go and use the built-in risk management feature. Make sure you don't trade with too many lots so you don't take on too much risk for any given trade. And I wish you the best. Hopefully you pass a challenge if you decide to take one on again in the future. All right, hope this helped. Take care and goodbye.